right, so just want to give a little intake. This is Dave Cozy Loves Comics. Hope you're enjoying your night or the evening, your morning. Now, to get to the heart of this subject, so the Arrow universe, the CW, is doing the Infinity Crisis. Is it Crisis on Infinity Earth or is it Infinity Crisis? So they announced a lot of. I mean, oh my goodness, they got Brandon Roth, as the Superman from Kingdom Come and Smallville, Superman, Lois Lane's announced on they announced on the set too as well, and be the Batwoman and other characters. But something occurred to me with all these announcements that they're filming. So Arrow is 10 episodes, and so they put the schedule out. So Arrow's gonna be 10 episodes. They already talking about a spinoff. And I don't know why they announced it so soon, because surprise. But I hope that the characters that's being announced, my favorite two words, is missed opportunities. So if the CW, with all of the stars that's coming back in these different roles, Tom Welling, Brandon Roth playing a Superman version. We'll have the Supergirl Superman is going to be there. Burt Ward, who knew, is going to be in there. Has Robin. Uh, Kevin Conway, the voice of Batman, is going to be Batman Beyond. So my biggest fear is they're going to hold each one of these characters to one episode, and because that's going to make people, of course, watch all the shows. Uh, Continuing, hoping to see, their favorite star of the past. I mean, I'm sure a DC fan would want to see, any of the character, no matter what. I mean, you seeing Brandon Roth as Superman again. That's worth the price of admission. But I'm realizing that Arrow, Supergirl, Flash, Legend of Tomorrow, the thought of Infinity Crisis, you would end up watching all of the shows. I mean, unless they sneak preview. Because if you're just interested in Kevin Conroy, unless you just wait, until the Netflix or DC Universe, if it's around next year, to see, I want to see Kevin Conroy. I I can't imagine that there's that big of a fan of him to watch all of the episodes waiting for the one that he is in. And but I mean, it's a genius idea. But if you're a DC fan, I mean, I guess you really would, ride the DC train. Boo boo. But my really big point is there was a movie in the '80s, and it was Terry Gilliam who was. I just looked at the other day that he was going to do. He was first signed to do the Watchmen. But there was a movie called Time Bandits. I remember it. And there's a lot of movie tropes that does this all the time. I mean, it wasn't the first. But as I remember as a child, that they jumped from time to time and was, still things, time bandits. But, so they would hop. So you would go in these different worlds. And if you liked it, if you connected with someone in a time frame, well, it didn't last real long. So the journey of the character to go through these different adventures was the overall adventure. And I hope that all of the people that CW is bringing back are just not going to be an episode adventure. Because I can watch Smallville and I can, see Tom Welling, but I would not be able to see Tom Welling interact with other people who have played the superhero character. I don't mind, Arrow and Flash has got to be the meat of an Arrow, but I don't want Arrow to drop in and like, oh my God, where am I at? I've been here before, and you see the older version of Superman in Smallville, or I don't want Flash to run somewhere and, oh my God, Burt Ward, I used to be the Robin, I want the, if you have the actors, but I know pay wise that you can't have them on the set too much, but uh, I want the mixture to be Burt Ward meeting Tom Welling. I want to see Linda Carter as Wonder Woman coming past with Batwoman. They even announced they got Birds of Prey. They got one of the girls from Birds of Prey who's coming on the episode as well. I would like her to interact with Canary, with the President Canary and say, I've been in your shoes, But I just hope it's not stretched out, this big crisis, because then I'll be like, really? Because, Kevin Conroy, I mean, he's got to be in the scene with Batwoman. But I would even love him to, include some of the other characters that we kind of forget about. Even some of the smaller characters. I mean, Felicity meeting, the original Batman, Kevin Conroy. But she's not in the show anymore, so I guess maybe it's a flashback. But I know they want to still Arrow. Still, I guess they're gonna still do time, flash forwards. But when you got 10 episodes, you want to sell a spinoff, but man, you want to really, you want to speed it up, this big crisis. But that's just my one thing about this Infinity Crisis. I think there are still some people who are Arrow fans and Flash. I think the ratings has dropped a little bit. The hype of it is not as strong because now we actually, people are embracing the movies, but it's still a very big audience, and this is going to be a giant, crossover. But they need to, the legacy, they're going to have to come strong with it. But like I say, the opportunity to mix and match with some folks would be, if it's a multiverse, not just versions of themselves, I really would like to see that. And yeah, because not to bring Marvel in it, I love Avengers, and that's the thing about Infinity Crisis. That's what really got me kind of like, I loved Endgame. I'm getting Infinity War, so that's weird. But I loved Endgame. I didn't love it. It was okay. It was a nice conclusion. It was a 10-year anniversary. But I myself, somebody told me because I'm not a big Doctor Who fan. I don't like the time travel, and I don't like time traveling back to places that I've got those movies at home. So I mean, what? But I really, oh my God, I really wanted, like, I guess from the comics, I really wanted. I don't know why I keep thinking about this, and it's on a serious note. I really wanted Star Lord to be on Earth for the second movie, but he faded away. But maybe could have brought them back in the middle of the movie. I mean, it was about 3 hours. At least in the middle of the movie, even before he left. Like you at a funeral for Tony Stark, I guess maybe he was there spiritually, but if he's at a funeral, he watched Tony Stark die, someone I know that this is Earth. I got a chance to go back to Earth. Maybe he just thought that no one would be, Star-Lord wouldn't think that no one would be alive. But I would want to look up the tombstone of my mom. I would thought Star-Lord was like, well, let me see the tombstone of my mom, and, I had to kill Dad, but, you right, he was an angel, twisted angel. But but in Star-Lord and Captain America, Captain Marvel, Star-Lord, and Captain America, people lost in time somewhere along the edge. I mean, Star-Lord is not from time-wise, but I left here, in the 90s. But just that interactions with it. Everybody wanted, Spider-Man and Shuri, Black Panther's, sister. A little bit of a mingle of it as well. Just, so if you got the people, together on one collective, then have some parents that we didn't plan on. They did that, but I wanted more of the engagement with each other because, we knew the battle was there. But anyway, that I digress. But Crisis on Infinity Earth, mix it up, have spread the people out, but put them in full scenes. Don't be a visit to Smallville, a day in a life. He helps you solve something. Oh, I never thought about that. It's about sacrifice. It's about being with your family. Oliver Queen, go with Felicity in the afterlife. You know, uh, I don't want no messages of that. I want the mixture. But anyway, thanks for listening. Peace out.